Hey, what's up guys? So in today's video I'm going to be cutting open a bunch of different types of agates from around the world. So I got three Brazilian agate nodules here, small Brazilian agate nodules. There's really not any windows on these that much to speak of. See, no windows. This one's kind of got a bit of a clear husk. And after that, we'll be cutting this one guy. I believe this is Botswali agate nodule I found laying around, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this open. It's a full nodule, looks like. There's no windows in it, so who knows what could be inside of it. And then I'll be cutting open three Botswana agates. And there's not really... maybe a slight window there, it's hard to tell. And then this guy here, there's not a small window on one side. That's pretty much it. And then this guy here that's open on a nice window on one side, but the rest of it's just the husk. And then I'm going to be cutting open three Crowley's Ridge agates. These look like they'll be some pretty nice ones. So let's go ahead and we'll cut these open and we'll see what we get with them. Alright, I'm going to get to cutting and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so I went ahead and cut those. So let's go ahead and see what we got. And I got a peek at some of these and they were absolutely gorgeous. So excuse me. So we're going to start with the Brazilian agates. And this is the first one I cut here. And this one is a really bad cut. Really bad cut. But as you can see, there's not really a whole lot there. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a little better. Yeah, really rough cut there. That was a terrible cut. I really want to get a bigger saw. So, I'm going to get a bigger saw, nicer saw. It'll get rid of these, these really bad cut lines in there. So anyways, yeah, that one wasn't too great. I'm going to cut this one next. And this one is gorgeous. And this one has some really nice banding in it. I'll definitely be polishing this guy up. And a little agate in the inside of an agate there. Some of these have those. It's kind of neat when they do. So yeah, this one's a really nice one. Nice flow channel on the side there. And our last Brazilian agate here, it's got some banding, but it's kind of more bland, yellowish. Nice giant flow channel up at the top there. And, yep. So that's our Brazilian agates. So next I cut our Botswana agates. So anyways, yeah, this big one that had the big window on the side. Ooh, that one turned out pretty nice. Yeah, I'll definitely be polishing these up. I love these Botswana agates. I got these from the from Kingsley North a little while ago. And yeah, these are some beautiful agates. We got some really beautiful, really nice specimens from there. Yeah, look at that. That is just gorgeous. And I didn't notice that, but look at all those little spots in there. It's just crazy. This one's weird though, because the bands don't complete. They don't complete, they go part way around. So that's a really crazy one. A little bit of parallax banding in the bottom there. Fortunately, we got a few fractures in there. Here's the other half of that one. Just gorgeous. That's a gorgeous little piece there. I'll definitely be polishing that one. Okay, now this light colored one here. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. So not a lot going on in this one. It's kind of a lighter colored, more of a bland specimen. So that's those. We got some really nice Botswana agates out of that. Oh, there's this little Botswana agate, I believe it was. And this one was kind of not much banding going on in there. That was kind of a bust right there. So anyways, let's get to our I'm sorry, I'm kind of a mess here. Crowley's Ridge agates here that we cut. And I believe I started with this guy here. Now this one had some really nice banding going around the outside there. You guys can see that. So I went ahead and cut it right through the center. And that is absolutely gorgeous. That's just beautiful. I love these Crowley's Ridge agates. They can make some really excellent cutting specimens. Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy here. I got a bit of a cold right now, so my voice isn't that great. So here's our next piece, and that is just gorgeous. Light yellow and orange and almost a bit of a greenish color at the top, a bit of black. There's so many different colors in these. They can be really pretty. This half of this one unfortunately broke on me. So, yeah, that's kind of a bummer right there. Anyways, yeah, the biggest one for last here. Our biggest Crowley's Ridge agate that we cut today. And that is absolutely gorgeous again. It's really beautiful banding in there. Quartz structure up top with the black lines between. Little tiny geode pocket in there. And yeah, these turned out absolutely beautiful. So, alright, so I'm going to try to polish most of these up. I'm going to polish them up and show you guys some pictures at the end. Alright, so one more thing I wanted to show you before I go. So I've been wanting to get a bigger saw, and part of the reason I've been wanting to get a bigger saw is because I have these really nice premium Laguna lace agate specimens that I got from J.H. Calmore off their website. And yeah, these are some really nice pieces. I got about 10 pounds, about three chunks of this stuff. But you can see this is just some beautiful material. So I'll be cutting this at some point in the future once I get a bigger saw. But yeah, it's just some beautiful material. So I'm looking forward to that. So anyways, yeah, I can give you guys something to look forward to in the future. If I do end up cutting some of this stuff, I'll definitely make a video on that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll post some pictures at the end of some of these polished up. I'll see you guys on the next one.